Love you dearly, YouTube, but you make me want to pull my hair out. Make me want to... This dream, let's go. Ha ha ha. Let's see, does this fix this problem? Okay, fix that problem over here. Rush. Alright, let's get chat to go away, and then put the chat go back on. Dearly, YouTube, but you make me want to pull my hair out. Okay. So everything's... YouTube, but you make me want to pull my hair out. Okay, myself from the past. Alright, we have fixed that disaster of a mess. Hopefully. I really do hope, because that... Holy heck and mollies, that was frustrating for no reason. How do I get rid of you? Just delete that. Delete forever. Okay, now that we're fixed up, at least I hope it is. Hello. This is with it. Yo, I'm really ha 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 ha. Very, 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 very funny. I can't believe you two gave me so much issues. Everything's working now, thankfully, but yes, hello. Hello, everybody. I am here. That whole struggle. I think we should not utter that name anymore. You think my freaking I think it broke everything. It broke everything. It appears on screen at least, so there's that. But I am now dealing with so many weird problems right now. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's going on. So we're just gonna continue, or we're... So what I did, and I think it's enough as a 2-minute. Okay, well at least... Can I shove this in here? Nope. Okay, well... We get to try to figure this out together. Because my OBS has been screwed. It must not be named. I guess so. Alright, we're gonna load from the beginning. We haven't gone that far. But goodness. Okay, we're all good. I don't know why my Wi-Fi decided to do gymnastics. Because it went in and out, in and out, in and out. It was like, what is happening? Is the game messed up? No. My Wi-Fi was messed up. My Wi-Fi just decided to die, and then come back on, and then die, and then come back on. It didn't know what it wanted, I guess. The game has done nothing. It's just, oh... We do not mention anymore in our Wi-Fi, I guess. Anyway, it has now screwed up my OBS, or at least the stuff that I usually would have, but we're just gonna deal with it today. I will fix it later. So, you guys can hear me, so that's all that matters. And it's working. I can see chat. Maybe a little bit different than I usually do, but I can see chat. So we're fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Let's go see Sister Bikini before anything else happens. Please, Sister Bikini. Can you do a seance and free me of whatever demon there's is? To get to... Oh my gosh. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Yes, lots of problems. Lots of problems. Goodness. Oh, we're doing the Pearls is missing? But yeah. Since I can finish that conversation I was gonna say, Pearls has been missing since after the bridge was burned. Since after dinner. Because Mystic Elise was looking for her because Pearls never went to, Elise Denim's room for a story. Because she was there to go listen to her read a story. So she hasn't been since after dinner time, so after 10 o'clock. She disappeared. So, yeah, we're just dealing with fun times. All around. Binks has got a cold, Maya's stuck over here, and Pearls has to be over here or somewhere because she's not here or here. How could she be that? How could Pearls be that? She's done nothing. Goodness. Okay. Alright, let's move on to this. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. She's done nothing. What do you mean? When has she done that? Pearls is 9. You're gonna tell me that you think Pearl, sweet little Pearl, has done that? Everyone is sus. Okay. You're gonna tell me this 9-year-old is the one who committed the crime? That's a big stretch. Goodness. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I've never played the game, sorry. It's fine. It would be funny from her part. Oh my gosh, I would hope not. It's fine if you've never played the game. It's just enjoy it as a kind of like a funny voiceover that I'm doing. Yeah, this is the victim. And she was plunged with a sword. I'm gonna be honest, I'd be impressed if Pearls did that. From her stature. My goodness, where's the... cause of blood from stab in the back. I guess it's not impossible. It would be surprising. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had just acted like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. And as I said before, it's Larry, and I think maybe we should take what Larry says maybe a little bit into consideration. Maybe not believe everything, but maybe think about it. I would hope she goes free. Oh boy. I don't think she can magically move the sword. She can channel spirits. She can't just magically move the sword. If she transformed in, like, Mia or something, like an adult, from having their soul, I would believe that more than her magically floating a sword along. Because we've never seen that in this series. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Make them do it. Like I said, that's a possibility. It's not impossible. I'm just saying her floating it around like magic is not going to happen. Inner temple. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm sure it was Iris.
But Iris claims she was in a room at Hazakura Temple.
I know I shouldn't have come back here that night.
Because you did, Maya's stuck all by herself at the inner temple.
I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter's especially bad.
I'll bet the training hall looks like it's about to fall down at any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
We gotta get Maya out of there. Fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. Their areas on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island? How so? Can make them grow. Oh my gosh, you can make them grow muscle 3 months too. I didn't say that couldn't happen. I'm just gonna be honest. Why would Pearl be channeling? Would be the question. Because I don't know how strong Mia is. She's strong, but I don't know if she would be someone who would be able to push a blade into an older woman. And why would Mia do that if it's Mia, for example?
Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded by all sides by the river or the forest.
Kill a monk? What monk? There's no monks here! There's literally Sister Bikini and Iris. That's all that is here. There's no monk. Where's the monk that you were talking about? I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and no way of escape either.
Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does.
Ugh, please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Oh boy. Yeah, even more of a reason. I'm not a monk. She's not a monk. She's called Sister, but she's not a well, based on what you know about her, at least this is all it says, is that she is a victim of this incident, picture book author of an unknown age. Larry's teacher. So she's... And a monk... They're similar to monks, but I don't know if Elise is a monk. You'll find out as we get closer through. Because yes, I know about Elise Denim. I know a lot about her, but that's only because of a slight little thing. But I'm not going to spoil it. Call them nuns instead. You call them priestesses. They're not technically nuns. They're priestesses. Or, oh my gosh. Spirit mediums. That's what they call themselves. They're spirit mediums. If you want to call them that, you call them mediums. Because that's what they call themselves. They're the same as, Pearls and Maya and Mia. They're spirit mediums. And they're like distant relatives of they're part of the Fey family. They're just distant cousins. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something?
No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Denim.
I'm afraid I don't know her.
For sleep hour, maybe. I'm not reading that. Why? Is that... Sister Bikini, you are not helping this situation. No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mr. Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I noticed you always referred to Miss Denise Denim as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We address all our visitors as mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How can you say that for sure? That she's older than you? Yeah, there's your hint. If you wanted to know about if, what a little hint of what, a little bit about Elise. It seems Elise Denigstenim was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Denigstenim on the evening of the murder, and now she vanished. It's all gotta be connected somehow. Got her. But yeah. You could start theorizing what you might think it might be, but yeah. Pearl. Why does Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Because she's cursed just as much as Maya is? I think it's a Fey family trait. Goodness. Sorry, I had the hiccups. Goodness.
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Cyclops show up when people question Edward's taste in television, too. Oh, boy. Great, I got the hiccups now. Pearl, she was with Miss Denigstenim on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even after we'd finished eating dinner.
The murder, it didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? I don't know.
According to the detective, she hadn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. Yeah, I don't want to... I'm kind of curious what Edgeworth would say about his, taste in television. Okay, courtyard. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Well, let's go look. Miss Denigstenim's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way up there? Good question. And why would it be here? Oh, we're doing it again. The Shichishito. So the Shichishito, it's there in Mystic Ami's right hand. But it is proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. You think? What gives that away? There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. Guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Bum, 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 bum. The main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. 7-branch sword is easier to say. Yeah. Is it possible that Miss Denigstenim was pushed from the top of the wall? That building up there is the main hall. It's where we were staying. It's just kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Denigstenim was staying in the corner room. Guess that's where she was pushed from that night. They get quite a bit of snow here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Well, I think that's... Hey, why not? I don't see a problem if that's what she decides that she wants to go sledding down a mountain. By all means. But yeah, 7-branch sword. 7-branch sword. For me. Is it good? Did you click the thing against the wall? Yeah, I clicked everything in the courtyard at the time. At least at this moment. Rage of Winter. Yeah, it gets bad up there. They're at the top of a mountain, man. I'm gonna guess that's scum. Hey!
What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell?
So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know.
Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am, no unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get any more involved than me.
As it just started, Ace Attorney Apollo Justice last night. Oh, I hope you're enjoying that. That one, people love Apollo for a really good reason. He is funny. He's technically the apprentice of... the first apprentice of Phoenix Wright. Which is impressive. But yeah, that'll be something hopefully I will play in the future. Because that'll be exciting to see. Because I do like Apollo as a character. Very, very silly guy. Bum. Alright. Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Ah! Oh boy. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's... Miss Von Karma! Oh, he's down for the count. Sister, please leave the investigation to me.
My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control.
What about that made you assume that she literally made a man go unconscious? I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurt, you know. Silence. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? You have a chance to present Bikini to Larry. Francie, my wife. No, I have not presented, Bikini to Larry yet. We haven't found Larry? We haven't talked to Larry yet. Oh, so you like Francisca. I was referencing this song about the Winter War. Ah! I've not heard of it. But that's interesting. She's probably gonna follow you around. I have complete faith that that's what she's going to do. Great, I get someone that's gonna follow me everywhere. Hope we don't find Larry. Why? He's kind of important. Go to Heavenly Hall real quick. Nope, where did he go? Alright, Inner Temple Gate. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. Sadly, he is. Yep. Oh boy. They must have commenced with the investigation. If I think this is who I think it is. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearls! You're alive! Pearls! You're okay! Thank goodness! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! Thank freaking goodness. Oh boy. I'm like, please be over here. If she's not, I would be so sad. So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely, I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw the Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? Where's Maya? What do you mean, alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Oh, I'm Franziska von Kama, the protege. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. Come at the right time. Who in their right mind dared to make Pearl cry, giving me their names? We found Pearl. Because she apparently has been alone for almost 2 days. Even though we know Maya was stuck over here. So somehow, we have found one person, and now we're still missing one more person that we assumed was here. Great. Oh my gosh. Sorry, the tea was trying to kill me. Oh my gosh. Nick has done nothing. Phoenix has done nothing.
You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip.
Why is Pearl? What do you mean? Pearl is fine. There's nothing on her. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. Well, Phoenix, are you telling her to, hit Pearls? Because, that's not happening. We're gonna be honest with ourselves. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, Pearls. Weren't you with Maya?
Ah! I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Wow, Mystic Maya!
Hey, wait, Pearls! You just ran off. Ow. What? Okay, then. That was unnecessary. Goodness gracious. That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. Shh. Maya's not dead. I would hope not. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Well, there's... This... Oh, my head's in the way. This... Looking at the Buddha statues lined up on this path, Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? What? I think I will. I gotta... And she'll probably slap you from prying into her private affairs. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to channel Franziska to the best degree. Phoenix Wright. What? What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? Port? Yes, that metal hook is mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. Oh, yeah! Didn't Matthew talk about that? I guess they really did have a wire that held up the bridge. And he's not here to see it. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Oh boy. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma. I seem to remember... Yeah, it was covered in snow and close. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's important to call people by their full name.
I was only copying you. Okay. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it?
I would say it's about 20 yards.
I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh?
Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder.
I like their banter. Yeah, they have interesting back and forth. It reminds me... She has good back and forth banter with Edgeworth, and then these two have good back and forth banter. It's definitely very interesting. How she thinks and what she says is very, very interesting.
Simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright?
I guess so. Slide. And one, I think that's the gate that's just been opened, so I'll look at that next. The sign says Inner Temple.
I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me.
Actually, I can't read it either.
Finding incomprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright.
She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. Remember, she's 19 and she's the same age as Maya, and she's having this. I don't know. Maybe if you're just coming through here, I don't know. I really do not have any idea. Maybe if the bridge was broken, so there's a side entrance, because there's a little bridge over a little stream. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though.
Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in.
19, my foot. Hey, she's 19. So is Maya, so... Yeah, they're the same age.
It's half open anyway. What harm can come of it?
But it says no entry. So, aesthetic purposes? Yeah, that's my guess, maybe? It could be that, or... Oh my gosh, hang on one second. Okay, maybe my Solo's Francis could give him some gloves in him and a ring. Oh boy. That would be something.
Don't you Americans enjoy whatever you like and then simply say whatever?
Ain't nobody. Why is that the thing that you say? Enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever. I don't think that's how that works. Is that what you do, Franziska? You saying that about Americans, it's like, what do the Germans do? Goodness. I don't think Maya can even get that visual being a like, okay, go no. Yeah. That's got nothing to do with anything, and who told you that? Alright, well. Can't get anything else there, so I guess we'll look at this.
This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder.
Yes, there was a solitary room they called the training hall.
You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright.
Ow.
You're completely out of shape.
He was sick. For 2 days. When Jirachi was 16 in this series. Yeah. Yep. We're just going... It's called... anime logic. We'll go with that. I don't know how much more of this woman I could take. Well, you're stuck with her, so... for a little while, so deal with it. What did they do to the scroll. And the door is locked. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be here in training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. No way you're going to talk to a door. I don't think so. I think it's a real lock. You just have to use a key. What's that? That's strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off strange vibes. Vibes. What did they do? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Fight? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... funny, though. Yeah, would have been funny. We could have made a Fear and Hunger reference. A woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. Someone just smacked gravy on an ancient, traditional scroll. Oh, Nelly. What's the matter? The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, that is very appetizing smell, yeah. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as substitute, I see. No, Francisca. That's too much disrespect. Oh my gosh. Sorry. It's just like, come on. I just wonder why. Why would someone do that? No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. So someone just had a big giant pile of gravy? Traditional Japanese scroll in LA. It's a Buddhist shrine, so it makes sense. There's people who are of Asian descent, of Buddhist faith, that exist in LA. So, you know, anything could be... So, a temple existing doesn't surprise me. Aside from Maya, that's literally her way to what the world knows she existed. Wow. Okay. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Fight. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Okay. That the series is definitely Japanese, but they insist in the localization that it's in LA. Yeah. I won't deny that, but they may just live in that type of apartment. Very clever names. Yep. Well, you can tell they're family. Because if you didn't know, I assume you know. Well, that, Misty Fey is... I love that it updated that. There it is. Misty Fey is Mia and Maya's mother. So she just decided to go with M names. Is there anything that is supposed to happen in LA? Yeah. It's supposed to be in the US, as Francisca makes jokes about, do Americans use gravy to paint if you run out of paint? So, you know. Like, there was a cowboy character once. Yep. We're supposed to be in LA, or at least in California. I don't know specifically LA, but California, I think, was definitely said at one point. Yeah, you can do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. In English, is it yeah. Francisco. Oh my gosh. This store. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cabin. I've never seen a clock quite like this before. Goodness. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guards a person's secrets during a psych lock. Wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern.
What took you so long? I thought even you managed to get here faster than this.
Oh. Hi! You? Yeah, but that's a localization thing. How is that Pokemon? Yeah, but that's a localization. No, I wouldn't call it a localization thing. I think they just typically take place in the United States. I don't know exactly the translation, but yeah. Okay.
What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite.
Prosecutor Godot, I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today?
Huh. I could ask you the exact same question.
Huh? Do you mean cooler instead of colder? Huh? But I had a cold, so...
I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding.
Huh. It is a localization thing that goes from the first game. In Japan, it isn't in America, but in the West. Huh. I guess that works. It's a little bit of an iffy thing, so if it's in the West, it could be... It's not in England, so it could be just anywhere. Goodness. Because it's not in Europe, since they specifically talk in future games about Europe, England, specifically England. They talk about England, so we know that it's not in England. She's from Germany. So yeah. Also help the music with this tension, yeah. Enough, I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? The West Country kind of based on the US. Yeah, that's very accurate. I do think it's only the first game that named the city LA. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't really think... I think, if anything, I would bet California. Since a lot of Asian descent typically first settled in California. So, we're in the general US of A. But yeah, maybe LA was... If you said it was only mentioned in the first game, they may not be exactly in LA, they might be near LA? Because they never said that they were in LA.
Who's the wild mare, Trite?
This is Miss Von Karma. She's the acting prosecutor in your absence today.
Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. Time for the big boys to take the reins.
You ever been to in LA? Nope. Nope. Just who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you.
Excuse you? Francisca may be a little bit of a pain in the side, but don't talk to her like that. Goodness. Very rude.
I'm only going to say this once. Lady von Whippingberg, go home.
Phoenix, Wright? Why are you hitting me for?
Huh. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite.
And who are you to judge? What?
You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo.
He's been sick for 2 days. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. You'll need dope. So won't dare to hit. She won't. Does she use her whip against Edgeworth? I don't. She maybe did. I'm not sure. At least I don't think so. Is it anger or is it sorrow? Why didn't you show? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it?
I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember.
So siblings work. Goodness.
I returned from the pits of heck to do battle with you. You see, Tried, I've experienced something most have not. Death.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from heck is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. If it's someone like me.
So you mean that mask you wear is...
This ugly device?
I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your freakily dumbfounded face. I didn't know. Well, you never said anything, so I don't blame you for not knowing, Phoenix. How would you know? My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I can't see everything. Still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk on a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but... You say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Sister said that he was deer-sighted. Well, you have to think of the tensions of all things. It probably went over Phoenix's head. And everybody's head. You don't think about it. Because, you know, if we're gonna be honest, we have Winston Payne, his brother, and Edgeworth to look, and Francisco to use as references of prosecutors. They're not exactly down-to-earth people, so him wearing a visor and being obsessed with coffee is something that you would think, at least in Phoenix's eyes, would be like, oh, it's another prosecutor with a lot of energy. Huh? Me?
Yeah, that's right, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended? And who ended it for me?
Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. Didn't see the massive blood spillage on the apron. Yeah. Yeah, I won't deny that. It's just something where I'm like... I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt, that's all. That you just didn't think about it. That Phoenix didn't think about it. Because it's not something you just walk up and ask someone. It's something that someone would say themselves. No one is going to try to push that idea, you know, died as he lived, over-caffeinated. Yep.
All come in due time. Isn't that right, Wright?
Oh boy. This is the one thing about Godot, my voice and my throat die. And this is why Nick is the least ghost in this journey. So you're saying Apollo's better? Or Athena? Because I'm assuming you've seen them. Or, his, ancestor? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. pumping so hard that it looks like it's not moving. Yeah. Yes. So yes, you have seen them, or yes, that you think Athena and Apollo are cooler than Phoenix? So, point is it yes to the first thing, yes to the second thing, or both? Both. Okay, thank you. Just so I get preference. That I got the understanding. Thank you. Alright. What did you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
That's what Sister Bikini said, too.
And I wondered, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching for any traces of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing? Apollo was introduced, especially the daughter. Wow. Wow, we got differing opinions. Make it playing in the background. Because it is Godot's theme.
As leader of the search party, I can tell you with this absolute certainty. Mia Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil.
Through the air right now? Yeah. I wouldn't say... The daughter can be interesting sometimes. But I like Apollo. I like Athena. I think there's very interesting cases. It just really depends on personal opinion.
Schooling, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where is that?
The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh?
Beware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
But there's a possibility. Did they lock Maya? Who knows? We don't know. The point is, you say slim. So that means it's possible. So we're going to check. No.
Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
How did he do that? He didn't set the bridge on fire.
Locked away to Tara. Okay. Like I said, that's my personal opinion. We're not gonna get into spoiler territory. It's possible, not zero. Yep. She can still be alive. Anything could happen. You fool. If that is the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrial angel. Don't you see the
Excuse me.
You must have blinders on. My equestrian angel, don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you.
You're blaming him. I can't say it. Well, I guess you guys already know that he is Diego. You guys know that, right? This is something that we have prefaced. That this is Diego. Or, excuse me, not Diego. Alejandro. It isn't spoil. Everyone gets accused of murder at some point in this series. Yeah. Excuse me. I meant to say... why did I say Diego? Goodness. Alejandro. Yeah, my raccoon. That's why. That's why I said Diego. It's your raccoon. Yes, he is Alejandro. He is Alejandro. I guess you didn't connect the dots, but yes, he is Alejandro. If you remember, he's the guy who helped Mia in her first trial. You know, the one with a certain Dahlia Hawthorne. Go, Diego, go. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I assume that it's because of the raccoon and it was stuck in my head. But yes, he is Alejandro. That's not really the biggest spoiler. They literally look alike. Do you mean the Alejandro? But yeah. Once again. What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me.
You're blaming him for Mia's death is ridiculous.
And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey.
He did nothing. It was a crazed guy called Wright. Why are you blaming him for a crazy dude who blackmailed the police and lawyers for Mia's death? Interesting character in this series. Ha! Funny. Mia?
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was. Mia.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
And is that actually his full name? Did I actually... What? I'm confusing myself right now. The name is... Whatever. It's fine. My brain is not going to be doing this. Yeah. Armando. So yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, it's... My brain is not here right now. Goodness. Attorney. Good dough. Good dough. Good dough. Good dough. Good dough. Give me this. Okay, so I was correct. So his name... What? Am I losing my mind? Honestly, Godot is my favorite prosecutor with Edge within a photo finish second. Yeah. So why did I say Alejandro? My gosh, my brain is not... This is... Oh boy. So I was correct. I was gently confused as well when you... Alejandro? Okay, so I was right about Diego. Okay, I think I thought Armando as Alejandro. I don't know why. I don't know how. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, Godot name is Diego Armando, or as we know him as Armando, or aka the man who was there with Mia. That's not what it was. I think I confused Armando for Alejandro in my brain. It happens. It's fine. I figured it out. Alright, I'm good now. What we have learned, not keep up with... No, that's not true! That is not true! I just messed up the names and confused it, okay? Because Mia kept calling him Armando, and I thought maybe she said Alejandro in my brain? Because Alejandro is a common name. So I confused Armando. Because she never called him Diego. I'm literally losing my mind. Boy. Okay, let's move on. Bro, how could you forget? I know him as Godot more than I do know him as Armando or Diego. We're gonna be honest, he's called Godot through most of these trials. So remembering his name before he became Godot... Goodness, it's been a second. Ugh. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally. Goodness.
Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back.
What are you doing? Also, that's a massive coincidence that I named my raccoon Diego. Yeah, it is a coincidence. It is a very coincidence, but I guess it fits, doesn't it? Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her.
Well, if he didn't know, how was he supposed to protect her if she never said anything? That's putting a lot on Phoenix if Mia told him nothing. What are you expecting? He is not a psychic like Mia. What are you expecting from him? He's not clairvoyant.
You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, then I'd say you've learned nothing, Wright. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
But I'm buying Diego for her. Oh, what are you? Oh boy, why ain't that a fitting round circle thing to that topic? I haven't sentenced Mia to death. No. And let me say this: Maya wanted to be here to do the training. So how is this once again Phoenix's fault? Trick lock.
What is this particular looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
Oh boy.
Afraid we can't do that. This area's always been prone to earthquakes.
Great.
The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. Then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key.
By mental gymnastics, I guess so. Because these are like... This is a stretch upon a stretch upon a stretch of logic. Because we've played through Mia's murder case. He was not involved. He left to do something. I'm assuming Mia told him to do something. And then to come meet at the office later. So he was out doing whatever. So how would he have known anything if she didn't say anything? That's a lot to ask of someone. If you don't tell them anything.
Huh. Sure, just show me where the
Keyhole is this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple, the accused.
What? Iris?
When an acolyte undergoes training in the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance.
Why would you lock the entrance anyway? Sound like they're making you bedroom work. I get that. It's a coincidence. All I can say is you just like the names, and coincidentally, they're Spanish.
Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Mr. Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. I can't believe that they lock the frickin' door on a daily basis. What if there was an earthquake? Would you just be saluting her goodbye? See you not later? Bye-bye? See you in the afterlife? Goodness. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only person who can open this lock? Hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, hello! Welcome! Welcome to an interesting point to jump in, but welcome.
I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot? How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
I know you're the equivalent of Mia's husband/boyfriend, but you don't get to do that because she was her apprentice. That is just a fact. What would you do when you hit 200 subs? I don't know. I would have to think about that. That would be a good question. I'd have to think about it. Maybe when I get close to that, I might do something. And just what happens when a man is in love. I guess. I guess. Yeah, love makes people do crazy things, and logic doesn't exactly work in the equation. But, yeah, I don't know what I would do at 200 subs. Maybe play another scary game. Maybe something like that. Or maybe do the game that drove me to insanity, My Friendly Neighborhood, and I can only hop. To be petty. Goodness. Maybe I'll do My Friendly Neighborhood, but I hop everywhere. Her first original song. Okay. We're gonna hold that right there. Woohoo! That's a lot. That would be a lot to think about. Goodness. But yeah, maybe something like that, or another horror game. Like I said, it would, once I get to something like that, play Outlast. Oh yeah, and be worried about my channel being demonetized because, uncensored nether regions of experiments. That's gonna be something I'm going to, if I do that, oh boy. We all just look and we go, well, we see nothing. I see, the screen is just dark. And I'd be like, I'm playing the game. It's there, I promise it's there. Mr. Hops. Yes, I know about Mr. Hops. My gosh, why is that the thing that you... Oh, I've never heard of Deathmark. That's the thing. I know about Mr. Hops. What the frick? It's robots. I see robots. This tells me nothing. Is it space? Maybe because I don't have it. Oh. Is it Spirit Hunter? Is that what it's supposed to be? Deathmark. I am getting wildly different results. What the frick? What am I looking at? There's so many different things. Maybe it's this. Sonic.exe. Haha, no. Oh, that result? Yes, Spirit Hunter. Okay, because I'm looking at this and I'm getting so many weird results. I don't know, I'll have to look into it more, but that's something interesting where I'm looking, I'm like, what the frick is happening? Anyway, or worse, no, I am not playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Nope. I'm not getting doxxed. No thank you. No thank you. Nope. Nada. Zilch. No way. Alright, let us continue. Because, like I said, it's a little whiles away, so I'll have time to think if I'm gonna do something. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Flight. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Can't I just, you know... Can't I just use... You won't let me use my items? That's not fair! I was like, can I just throw the Magatama in there? Would that work? Okay, what is this? I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where is that coming from?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off, that's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that, I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain, this is driving me nuts. Ugh.
Is there something troubling you, Squaffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip.
I'll buy soon for a genuine endurance video. What do you... No, don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't want anything to do with 4chan, please. I don't want anything to do with 4chan. 4chan is this place that I don't want to be around. So in the future, I'll recommend an RPG you can try. It has everything from story to... Also, schools, mainly translation. Museum. Huh. Maybe. Like I said, these are just ideas. It is an idea. It is a joke, okay? Okay, I'm just being like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't want anything to do with Fortune. Please. That's this place that I don't want to go anywhere near. I'm sorry, but that's a place that no one should go. If they are of, not just of sane mind, but of just want to live. What's up, Gumshoe? Is there something on your mind?
How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not.
The puzzles that would make your brain go wild. Yeah, that's another thing.
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
You mean the one that says no entry on it?
I, kinda already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? Kind of a garden-like garden?
A garden?
Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Include the puzzles that make your brain go wild, oh boy. You're going, why? What? The chat is a place. Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later.
Okay. So, shall we adjourn to this cotton? Phoenix Wright?
Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Alright, I can save. This is the only RPG game I mentioned are all clever. Oh, boy! That's... I'm gonna be honest, sometimes... I like puzzles, but sometimes I'm like, what does this mean? You were giving me... What the frick is that? Why is there blood with Maya's name upside down? Huh? Are we doing this again? Like, how... Is this like a callback to the first time when Mia died?
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Huh? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? Ivankama will always show up whenever there is a clue.
Your brain repair, but also right timing for treading through a needle. Oh boy.
And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
But...
Oh boy. Investigation. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going?
we have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team. And what was the outcome of this scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place is as clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there was a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir.
That stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
Yeah, that is weird.
They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually.
Guess I better look into them myself. Least scary of the three, in my opinion. It's a little scuffed because it was supposed to be more RPG in this. Hey, sometimes things change. When you make a game, it develops into something different. But maybe. Like I said, I'll look into it. Think about it, maybe. Maya. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh? Wonder what it is. Pretty good. The other two have massacres being and different. Huh. Well, that's good. It's good that there's improvement.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. There's a charm or something poking up from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too.
Apparently it belonged to the victim.
To Miss Elista them?
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and its charm match exactly.
Apparently I found gumshoe. Goodness. In my voice. Goodness. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Is it the best? Is it the best that I don't know? Yes, it is best you don't. It's best you don't know. Don't go near it. Don't go anywhere near it. Don't. That's all I can tell you. Do not. Do not go there. Do not. I've never been there myself, but I don't want to be there, and there's a reason you don't want to be there. There are a couple of torches here. Yes, you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recently are we talking about?
As recently as the night of the murder.
I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. You know, just the giant thing in here? What the heck is that?
Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal?
Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. And why is a measure... Why is a... Sounds like an interesting idea. How do I explain this? It's people who are anonymous and they say not very nice things about people and spread personal information that people don't want to be spread horrible rumors, baseless things, and all that. Let's just say it's not a nice place. Waifus. Haha, you're very funny. You are very funny with that logic. If they would do that, they would go on Twitter. At least Twitter is there. 4chan is not combined. Times that by like 10 and then you got it. Then you're at the level of what 4chan is. How's that sound? Because it's even worse than Reddit. We're not getting into this. We're not getting into this today. I don't want to get into this discussion. It is... Just don't go there. That's all I can tell you. Do not go there. Yeah. It's a place you don't want to go. Don't go there. It's a place on the internet you don't want to be. It says Maya.
Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood.
Discussing anime. Well, yeah. But then, because there's no moderation, it just became something. It became something only pure instinct of humans can become on the internet. Crazy. So let's go with that. But yeah, that's all I can say. Don't go there. It is not a place you should go.
Oh, so it was doomed to be a bad place since the beginning.
Oh, it wouldn't be a bad place since the beginning. It's the fact that there's no moderation that tells you a lot. If it doesn't have anything to be moderated, then people are free to say whatever the heck they want with no repercussions. So, yeah. You will answer all of our questions now, Fluffy, without exception.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. So we'll continue this because there are some interesting revelations here. So I will be right back. I am always watching, so don't cause trouble. Okay. I am back. But yeah. And yes, I was talking to the actual, and I'm meaning that honestly. Don't do that again. And Dylan, if you go over 3, you're gonna be timed out. Because that'll be considered spam. Just to say. Okay? I'm just telling you. YouTube did not like that comment, and I don't like that comment. I've said it before yesterday. Please don't make me have to have you timed out. I don't think you want to be timed out in your chaos. So yeah. Okay. Sound good, everyone? That's all. Okay? We're all here to have fun, and let's not go into the elementary school type of jokes. You're so lenient. I know that it wasn't some... You call that lenient. I call that being reasonable. Avoid saying it. Pretty much doing in the... Yeah, I definitely don't enjoy getting smited. Well, then you learned. All to say is that don't make gay jokes like that. One that's not going to be comfortable, so if someone new comes in here, they might not... It could make someone uncomfortable. This is supposed to be fun and entertainment, and I know it wasn't anything that more than, you know, being silly. But yeah, that's all. No... Oh, the next person that types in chat is gay type thing. Okay? That's all. No things like that. Okay? Well, it's not even because it's Pride Month. I'm just saying that as a thing that, as is said in my rules, respect the streamer, any form of discrimination, harassment, and personal questions are not allowed. Just to say, like I said, we good? And we will move on from that and have no issues. Okay? Really here to play a game about an attorney with spiky hair. But yeah. That sound good? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. You're gonna be more trigger. You gotta be more trigger happy with that. I don't even know if Phoenix Wright is. We have no idea. It has never been stated, so I really don't know. People can ship Phoenix, and that's not an issue. Would be disappointed. Yeah, that's all I just want to say. This is not shaming anyone. This is just saying it as a basic thing. Okay? That's all. Alright, let us continue. To his husband, Miles. Oh my gosh. You love that frickin' idea. I think a lot of people like that. It is all for tax reasons. Oh my gosh. Bloody writing. Maya, so these letters are written in blood?
Yeah, what's worse, it's the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss Denise Denim's blood?
We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down.
Why would I know? It reminds me of the receipt from the first case. The second case we ever did. Tax fraud to make it commit tax fraud together. Oh my gosh. Alright.
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The results of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, the stone lantern was turned upside down.
Gumshoe. 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 I know you are not the fastest or the smartest. But what in blazes made you think that is a logical conclusion to reach, my friend? What have they done to you? My goodness. Him. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Easton wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. I love that we're just completely ignoring Gumshoe's stuff. Whoa. Oh. Ah. Okay. Alright, everything's good. I keep forgetting that's there. Whoopsie! Whoopsie! Okay. You must be joking. That's impossible.
From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Mr. Easton's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, Bill.
What? True crime scene. So Miss Denise Nim was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was? Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Von Karma?
Surely a special Gumshoe investigation will reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusty Bridge was completely burnt out. True.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all the stuff here, pal.
I can't think of any counter-argument to that.
I knew it. Should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Why were you going to try to clean away the blood, Gumshoe? That puts you into question. What the frick are you doing? Mountain climbing? Oh my god. I guess he's mountain climbing. I don't even know what to say. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost perfect triangle. Couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy?
Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation.
If it wasn't the police, then who did it?
Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it?
I mean, if someone could have conceivably climbed across the ravine, across the giant river that can whisk you away and almost kill you. I guess it's possible since Dahlia lived, so anything can happen, but on this side there's giant rocks that if you fell you would die. Understood.
Well, when I was a kid I got knocked out of a local wrestling contest, you see?
It's possible, but that's a giant gorge to go over, and the only thing connecting it, because this isn't the equivalent of an island, how are you going to climb? Because it doesn't connect. The gorge doesn't connect together. How is this person, if there is someone that climbed over, like, this is the only thing, so how are they going to climb over? Because the bridge was burnt down and was watched. grappling hook on the planks so that you don't get whisked away. What planks? There's no planks to grapple onto. And it's 20 feet. Or 20 yards, excuse me, not 20 feet. 20 yards. That's a... I don't know if there's a grappling hook that long.
I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. Well, we've looked at most things. It was a wooden bridge. Yes, it was at one point, but it's burnt. There's nothing there. I managed to escape my family so I can watch the stream. Well, hello, Matthew. I was talking about you earlier. We found an interesting thing that fit into what you said last time. I'll show it in a sec, because it's just kind of a funny coincidence. Little lantern. Little statue.
It is certainly a quaint little cotton.
Oh. What is this huge bowl here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything is completely frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken.
That's true. Wonder if it has any impact on the case.
Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ouch!
Next time you're sleepy, you only need to come to me, got it?
Huh. So I guess that's everything here, I guess. But yeah, I can show what I was talking about. It's kind of just a funny coincidence. Because you said, oh, there's no things to hold up the bridge. Then we have this thing.
Phoenix Wright.
What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that?
Was it once a prosperous port?
Port?
Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know.
Oh, that. That was an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire was tied to this one was probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here.
Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright.
But I didn't say anything! So yeah, we found one of the things that held the bridge in place. Because I remember that being talked about. I just thought that was a funny thing where it's like, it connects together. I don't know. That's what popped up in my mind. I forgot about that. Yeah, because we wondered what happened. How was the bridge being held up? But now we know.
It seems you have a visitor.
Mr. Wright.
Iris, I'm really glad to see you.
Godot managed to monopolize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
How they got across, they used wires. I don't think so. The thing was burnt. I don't know how you would get over.
Not him again.
Never mind him. We gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there.
Oh, hi, Miles. Goodness.
Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. We'll see you later, right?
Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys.
Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Feys in a rather delicate position.
So close, but that is at the wrong angle. It may work, but not very well at all, and it won't reduce the sheer force of the pillars by much. Well, hey, I'm not saying that it's accurate, but I think it was funny that it was a previous conversation we had, and it was like, oh, well, look, here's this thing. Overprotective boyfriend, oh boy. Yeah, I guess Miles could be seen that way, but he's probably told by the law that by the police that he can't bring Wright over. What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being said, we can't allow anyone of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be first to know. Please understand, right?
But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct?
Game designers were likely more concerned with the story rather than engineering.
Yeah,
But it is kind of cool that it is there. So it's not like the bridge just was suspended out of nowhere, so it's kind of interesting that it was even there to begin with.
I listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix White.
From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was cool that it was included at least. At least. So it's something where it's like, okay, this is a thing that does exist. Whether it is actually work in real life, that's a different thing, but it's cool.
We'll be going now, excuse us.
Okay.
This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix White. Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. We still haven't seen Larry. Goodness. No, Bikini. Miss Bikini is back. Sister Bikini, it looks like she's shrunk since I last saw her.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix White. What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
Yes, this is the same case. This is the last case in the game, so it's a long case. We've just been, we got to look at the inner temple. Maya has been in a place that can go under sub-negative degrees in a cave. So the person being accused has to go there because she's the one who has the key to open the thing. And so, yeah. Well, yeah, still the same case. This one's a long case.
My, hello you two. How are you doing?
By small teams, I doubt they had knowledge or time to research it. That is true. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I was allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this all has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified that what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits don't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? She glares. Oh yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. Sniffle.
You two are the only ones who've said that to me.
Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrew. Remember in the last room, Bikini was already testifying, so did the verdict get appealed or something? No. Edgeworth was able to prove that there needed to be more of an investigation into things, so the trial ended for the day. Because there was more things to be... There was enough reason for the judge to question the legality of the witnesses' statements. And we don't have... And also that we prove that... Edgeworth proved that the murder weapon that they thought was the murder weapon isn't actually what killed the victim. And also we found a, we also found one of the victim's possessions that Larry found in the snow. So their point is there was reasonable doubt in question of where the murder took place. So this is day 2 investigation because obviously something has been seen as a bigger thing than they first thought.
Do you have a problem, Phoenix White?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break that Cyclops of hers. So there's no evidence beyond a reasonable doubt? Thus they non-guilty about it? Yeah. It was not a not guilty, it was postponed. But yeah, there was no beyond a reasonable doubt. Right. Well, because I'm saying it in a slight German accent, I'm not saying it is a correct German accent, but W's are said as V, so white, instead of right, so white. Stuff like that. Phoenix White. What are you talking about? Stuff like that. What are you talking about? At least from my understanding. I'm not saying that that is correct, but that's from my understanding. It may sound that way. I didn't think about it, now I hear it. Alright, time to deal with Cyclops, my favorite. We still haven't found Larry. Alright, let's see if we can break the 5 Cyclops. Frick. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Denim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was...
No, Larry, Aristes. Yeah, but he's important. We have to talk to him. There has to be something. We need more about what he saw, and things like that.
Mystic Elise was just an author. Just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Denise Dim's true identity. Does it? Do I? Do I, in fact? Do I? Oh, Curran Master's talisman. Miss Denise Nim had this charm with her at all times.
Where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Wait, so the trail occurred in a short enough time after the crime was committed that evidence is still remaining? Yeah. Yep, there's still evidence to be found, so we're in the second investigation. That's usually what happens in cases like 3, 4, and 5. The later cases have more of an investigation going on.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
Well, apparently it's the... I didn't even realize it said Curran Master's talisman. How the frick was I supposed to figure that out unless I looked at it in the face? It's a talisman, isn't it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Denise Denim really is. I don't think that... Well, I would assume that... Well, court actually, if an attorney is able to prove that there is something going on, like, that what they realized is that the trial, that a murder scene was given in a different location, or if they need to get someone, they'll call a recess or, end the trial for a day, to then move it to the next day, because of things happening. So I don't think it's an impossibility. I don't think it's a common thing in court, but you know, I'm not a lawyer. And what other item equivalently proves Miss Denim's identity? Is it this one? Oh, I guess I am right. This painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll showed the master of the Curran channeling technique. Technically, but that's not how this works. It wouldn't be months. The trial happens, like, at least in game, it happens, like, the next day after the crime was committed. The crest at the top is a sign of that noble honor. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Oh yeah, it does. Oh! This crest is reserved for the Master of Kuran.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Fey, told me.
What?
Well, yeah. Obviously the person who's becoming the new master of the Kuran channeling technique would know what that means. Things move fast in this world. Yep. Freaking bullet train speed.
You mean that acolyte is Misty Feys?
Daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya's Misty Feys' sole successor.
Misty!
I wasn't supposed to. Was supposed to say. Oh wow! Instantly. Ta-da! Oh yeah, there you go. So if you figured it out, at least Denise Sinim's true identity is Misty Fey, aka Mia and Maya's mother, aka the master of the Kuran channeling technique that has been gone since Maya can remember. This movie's so fast, it probably has a vape. Maybe. So yeah, there's the secret. Ta-da! Ta-da! Maya technically met her mother. Again. And didn't even know it. And now her mom is not here anymore. It's kind of, it's just sad.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one has seen her since her disappearance 17 years ago, after all.
Huh? What? Yeah. You didn't know? Like I said, this is the secret. Oh man, my joke fell flat. I don't know what a vapor cone is, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. If I knew what that means, it probably would be very funny. But yes, to explain, Mystic Misty, aka Elise Dedixtenim, is the master of the Kuran channeling technique. She had two daughters. She had Mia, the oldest, and Maya, the youngest. 17 years ago, she left. And no one knew if she was alive or dead. Maya didn't even know what her mother looked like. She's been gone that long that she had no... If she met her mother, she would have never known. And now, the identity is that Elise Denisenim is her mother. So she met her mother after 17 years, didn't know it, and now her mother's dead because she was murdered. So she is the one who is the truly the successor of the Kuran channeling technique, because her mother, who was the current master, has now passed away. And she's the only remaining living member of the main household. Bloodline, woohoo! Poor Maya deals with... God, she lost her sister, and now she's lost her mom. I don't know what to say. When an aircraft or a flow of water around it approaches the speed of sound, the instrument is enough to produce a visible cone of water vapor, and that was in the air. Oh! Well, I learned something new today. I did not know that. That is interesting. That is interesting. I did not know that.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Kuran talisman is the symbol of the Master of Kuran. The nightmare. I must carry it with them always until their death.
So yes, the victim was Maya's mom. Maya and Mia's mom was the victim. Which makes it even bigger of a deal.
Until their death?
Well, that's the thing. I think Mia and Maya thought their mom was dead, because she's been gone for 17 years and no one has heard anything from her, so they assumed she was dead. And she posed as a woman named Elise Denise to him, so how would they even know their mom was alive? From the last case? No, that's Dahlia. This is Maya. Who you're thinking of looks like this, but this isn't her. Dahlia was the one with the butterflies. She's the butterfly lady. This is Maya. But yeah, you can kind of see the resemblance. Especially between her and Mia. Interestingly enough. They're the same... But yeah. Just to make sure that makes sense. So Elise Denise was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Fey, the master of the current channeling technique.
Truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well...
Is it a frickin' earthquake?
What's happening?
It can't be.
Earthquake!
Ah!
Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might...
The inner temple?
The sacred cavern is in the training hall. It might very well cave in.
What? Maya! My gosh, really? Really, Story?
It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go.
What? Where?
Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright?
Of course, you can run along. You run along now. People may have been hurt. Must get some first aid kits ready.
Goodness.
Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Is it out for the Fey family? Yep. Because you also have to think Morgan Fey, Pearl's mother, who is Maya and Mia's aunt, is in prison. Because she helped commit murder. The Fey family is just around the main household, just deals with all the issues. Thank you. Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Oh yeah, he's scared of earthquakes too. I forgot. So we're dealing with someone who's got a trauma. That earthquakes cause that trauma to give him PTSD. And we also have a person stuck in a cavern that could have been completely sealed in. Great! What else do we need?
You look white. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go. Goodness. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah! What are you doing here?
Ugh. How could I have?
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Youch. Hey, why am I the one getting whipped?
She's gone.
No.
The defendant, Iris, she's gone.
Gone where?
Look at all they're made to withstand them. Yeah! I don't blame you.
She fled. She escaped.
What?
Wow. Alright, so that's another... So yeah. Yeah, trust me, I don't blame you. My gosh, we're not doing this. Goodness. So it was just now, during the... So now the defendants just disappeared too. Great. It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes.
I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out.
Well, that's not your fault. You have PTSD. That's not... You didn't... No one expected the earthquake. Goodness. Bad incident. Haunts you to this day, doesn't it?
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
Then we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous, why would I?
Put yourself together. Wait, so the lawyer is escorting the person they think committed the crime, no cops? He is not the lawyer. It's confusing. I doubt she escaped. She probably got lost in the earthquake. Well, apparently she ran away. So yes, a lawyer, a prosecutor specifically. My guess is that she had cuffs and whatever. They just needed to escort. There was cops there waiting for them. So he was escorting her there, because there's cops all around the area. You don't see them, but they're around, because they're investigating. So my guess is that they assumed it wouldn't be an issue. I would have run out of a cave in an earthquake, too. Yeah. But Miles passed out from PTSD. Yeah. But I don't even know if they got in the cave. Who knows if they got that far?
The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. How do you know that?
What are you talking about?
Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go.
Passed out, this game has enough plot holes to be a sponge. Or maybe it's my understanding that it has holes. Well, passed out is because he has PTSD from being... How do I explain this in the simplest way possible? Point is, Edgeworth, when he was a child, saw his father be murdered in an elevator with him. So being in the elevator, while he was in the elevator was... The power went out. So there was no way to get out. And he was in with his father and a security guard that was losing his mind. And his father passed away. So earthquakes remind him of the shaking of what the elevator was like before it went out. So because of the earthquake, it causes him to relive that trauma. No, an earthquake did not kill... Well, technically, I guess it kind of did. But yeah, so he's very sensitive to that stuff. Yeah, Edgeworth thought he killed him previously. Obviously, he knows that's not the case now. But yeah, he's been living with that since he was an elementary school child. So he passes out from earthquakes. Because he can't stand the amount of... Because it's just trauma that scares him. Reliving that moment over and over again. I can't even imagine what Edgeworth goes through. And it could be just flashing images, it could be anything. I don't know what his mind is, but that's why passing out makes sense. Because they did talk about his trauma earlier in the chapter. Specifically that earthquakes is one of the causes. Alright, we're in the inner temple. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hasn't caved in.
Ugh.
But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. What? Huh? What? How did it multiply? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? What the frick? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the heck is going on? That is a good question. Why is there more locks? There was only one. Now there's 5. How did they multiply? Did she close Maya in even more? She's locked in there. If she is in there, where else could she go? Oh boy.
Right, is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't.
Is lying now? I guess.
It's not possible for me.
What?
What do you mean it's not possible? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying that you cannot undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you're the one to talk. Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Well, he's sick, so you know. I think he's dealing with it.
Miles Edgeworth,
go and get some air.
I'll watch over this suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Man, if only there was a way to get around locks. Maybe to cut them with, bolt cutters. Well, that's the thing. They've talked about that, too. That was the first thing they thought of. But because the temple is so unstable, if they try to cut it, it might cave in the entire cavern. So that's why they don't want to use bolt cutters, either. That was the first thing they thought of, but the cavern is so... The whole thing is so unstable that they don't want to trap Maya inside. You know, more than she already is. It's not a plot hole. They literally talk about that they can't open it because they think that it will literally completely destroy itself. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives.
That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. I can get that with using like a reciprocating saw, but not with bolt cutters. That doesn't make sense. I don't know, that was their logic. Magic lock, this makes more sense that a lock will cause a cave-in. Those are magic locks, too. I don't know. I'm guessing because the locks are literally attached to the cavern. So breaking them... Goodness. Because I'm assuming they're hooked into the area here, into the wall, so it shakes it. So yeah, who knows?
At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can help solve this bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thank you for your help. Thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Escape. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape them all. At least we're clear on that.
If they were just magic locks, you would cut the chains. General chains are not designed to resist cutting. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the game has said. And has said that if you try to do anything to the locks, it apparently will cave in. So, I don't know what to tell you. That's what the game is given. Goodness. Okay. Those chains look way too thick for a bolt cutter. That's probably also true, but who knows?
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but
But what?
then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and...
You're doing a Francisca quote, pretty much. She didn't say that exact quote, but it's like doing her foolish fool of a foolish fool giving a foolish errand of a foolish fool.
Who in the world would do something like this?
Trick lock.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kuran tradition.
Yeah, but then we get to the issue of shaking the entire cave and it caving in. So aren't we going in a circle with this logic? Is that everything is just going to shake this thing, the foundation of this cavern, and probably kill Maya in the process because of a cave-in?
There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it.
And do you want the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. Bring an excavator. I don't know if that would help.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. Freaking dynamite would not help either, that would make it worse. Why are you guys getting even more further from the point that we're supposed to be at? This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. Suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But
It will take time, won't it?
yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? How many combinations did they put on this custard thing?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
Maybe find the one who locked it. But who locked it? That's the question. Who locked it? Because she couldn't have. She was with Edgeworth. For the most part. We gotta wait another day. Let's actually just reinforce the cave. It isn't that hard, and there are ways to do it for basically any circumstance used in the mining industry. 999. She's probably gonna go through the combinations just like that. Well, I guess maybe that's a good reasoning for you. I don't know. I don't know how this temple is constructed. All I know is that it's old, and that it has been through a lot of earthquakes, and it is falling apart. So, who knows? Maybe trying to reinforce it would make it worse. I don't know. No, we're not chucking in dynamite. That's not safe. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Deny the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix White?
I think it's obvious. Makes sense. Well, it almost makes sense why they aren't working, I guess. I guess that's how that's gonna work. Because we're going the speed of light over here. Trying to do that. And I think, how long does it take to reinforce a cave? Because Maya has been in this cave that can go under negatives, go into the negatives for 2 days. I don't know how long it takes to and this is the first day that they have access to this temple since the 2 days that it was separated from the mainland. So I don't know. Why are you're just completely decimating the thing. Goodness. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. It seems that all they do is Trilogy. But sometimes it's much more complicated. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely something that don't worry about a cave in it if there's no mountain. But there's gonna be no Maya if there's no mountain. She's in the mountain. But yeah. So I don't think your theory is impossible, but my guess is maybe they don't want to risk changing anything if they have some, because at the time there was only one person that locked it, so they're like, oh, we'll just get her to unlock it. Now they have this problem because, you know, they don't want to shake the foundation. To remove the locks, that's not a small price. That's just deleting her from existence. Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh my... What is that? Well, that's 3. I know it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Great! And what would nuclear do? It would just cause us more problems. We have enough problems. In this frickin' place. Goodness. Alright, I gotta go back out the frickin'... Alright. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break these locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Yeah, speaking of, where did Pearl go? She ran away crying, but we've never seen where she went. So somewhere. Remember that the goal is to enter the room. If there has to be a room to enter there has to... yeah. They went off the deep end. I don't know. That's the thing. Chat be crazy sometimes. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. Gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter.
How could I have done that?
Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Oh! Hey, don't you dare run away. Sawzall would be the easiest choice. It would be the easiest option for removing the lock. Sawzall would be easiest. I don't know. I can't tell you anymore. All I can say is that they can't use the bolt cutters. They probably can't. If they can't use bolt cutters, they can't saw it because they don't want to deal with moving them out. I don't know. The point is they're working on the locks. There we go.
What do you want, Wright?
What do I want?
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away.
Sigh, I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Edgeworth, we adore you. We adore you. We adore you. Or just call lockpicking lawyer? I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, I get it. You really want them to be... you really want them to be in a relationship. You have prefaced this since the beginning of me playing this series. I just find it very, very funny. Goodness. No, it's talking about the band. Oh my gosh. Wait, romance where? What did I miss? There's no romance. It's, people really like having Phoenix and Edgeworth being a couple. They have never been confirmed as a couple, but people like. I bet they fall asleep reading autopsy reports together. Wow, so romantic. You're back? You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? Tis two, Phoenix and Bikini. No! Phoenix and Edgeworth, right here. This is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Not Bikini. I don't think Phoenix is Bikini's type. And Bikini's 48. I don't think they are in the same age range. Because I think Phoenix is 25, 26, around Edgeworth's age. You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Abusing. Yeah, anything is possible. Each other in the game. Have you keep up? No, this is what you guys think. It's possible. Yeah, some people are into that. Yep, some people are. It's just it's never been confirmed. It would be cool if it was confirmed, since a lot of people like that, and they've never been in a relationship with other people, really, except for Phoenix, with Dahlia, and we've seen how that's been going. It's when you miss streams. Oh my gosh.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
So yeah, if you remember Dahlia, Dahlia is the only girlfriend that Phoenix has ever had. Only dating relationship he has ever had. Which, you know, kind of bad luck there. They have never been confirmed to be dating. A lot of people want them to be dating. Just really good friends. They are married for tax reasons. Like, a lot of people would love the two to be in a relationship. The games have just never confirmed it. Punch to the iron bars. My goodness. Phoenix has one up on me. Well, but in a friendly way, guys. But yeah. Phoenix has only dated someone who has killed at least 2 people. Technically 3, but yeah. He is a lawyer. Yeah. He is a lawyer. They're both lawyers, so they know about the job, so... the investigation. You guys are putting a lot of effort into investigating the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance this is an actual scene of the crime, that's why.
They're roommates. It's possible. Very possible. Like, I think they would be a nice couple. Because they do complement each other very well. They know a lot about each other's pasts. They get along. But yeah. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow?
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
Surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you?
We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
Earthquakes. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes.
No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped.
Well, that's an improvement.
But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shadowed my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself.
It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right?
You think I don't know that? I was there, but was such a shock. I've never imagined I would be so wrong about myself in my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? Well, here's the thing. It could go both ways. It can go both ways. You can still be in a relationship and still be good friends. I think they were in the basement of the courthouse. Like, the elevator was in the basement of the courthouse. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that fell on it. Oh my gosh. Goes both ways. Oh my gosh, we're doing this joke. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about both ways in the sense of them being friends and could also be lovers. But yes, technically, based on that he has dated Dahlia, yes, he goes both ways if this is what we're interpreting as a relationship. Goodness. I'm just saying it to keep it open on this aspect of that it hasn't been confirmed. It would be cool if it was confirmed. It really would be really, really cool. Because then poor Phoenix would actually have someone that is an actually good relationship partner. Iris.
There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I've seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in the court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file?
Yes, I checked over every case file I ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
So she is the butterfly lady. Yeah, Dahlia is the butterfly lady. She is the butterfly lady, the lady who has technically murdered 2 people. One was a boyfriend and one that she manipulated. They used bolt cutters on the cat. Chains bolted in the close, that's why the building collapsed. Ah. So, who is she?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not? It might be a critical piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with the She has nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Unrelated?
Yes, I can say that with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and that woman Edgeworth knew.
With what?
What do I have that would connect her to this? Like, what would I... What? What do you mean? Anyway, let's go back to the bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure, it gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. It's telling you that it is important. That it is important is kind of lame. It's just a hint. It's to give you a hint that you need to come back and do, like, either to say something to someone, find something, and present it, stuff like that. Their family or something. From my understanding, possible.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is a loser shack where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Reese's sketch. So the sister's down here? Yes, he was. Probably sulking in the shack. Over here. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Well, who knows? Maybe she's still training. I don't know. I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris, she really flew that night.
But Mr. Louise...
Yes, it is kind of horrifying. Sigh. Not you, too. Please don't look at me like that. Pearl? Get her out of here. We'll probably have her come along with us, maybe. I don't know. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. Yes, this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was there that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. Excuse you? Excuse you? What do you mean? No, they're saying... No, they're not calling Larry that. They're just meaning how Larry makes bad decisions. They don't want Pearl to be influenced to make bad decisions like Larry has. Like being a flirt. And things. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. And I saw what I saw. It's exactly like I drew in the picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face? Yeah, here's the thing. Larry, I think, is a lot of things, but he is not that. Larry, well, he has never done anything. He's never flirted or done anything like that to Pearl. And they're sorry. What did I say? It's okay. It was a misunderstanding. Yeah, he's done nothing. He has never done that at all to Pearl. I want to preface that. He has never done anything to Pearl. Nothing like that. I think... I don't think highly of Larry all the time, but he is not that much of a... He's not a scoundrel. If he hangs out with Pearl, the loser will stick to her. The night of the crime. Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Excuse you? Just had to do a ton of training, but... So it's kind of on the mind. Oh. Excuse you? But, yeah, Larry's done nothing of the sort to Pearl. Never. 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 I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? Yeah.
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick? Does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Denise Denim's room, reading a book together. But Miss Denise Denim was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh, come on. That's the third cycle. Holy frick, why is there 5?
That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? What? Her powers have disappeared? How does that happen? Boss powers. What do you mean your powers have disappeared, Pearls? She wouldn't commit a crime. Goodness.
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Excuse you? You get timed out for a minute. See you in a minute. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls? Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Try but fail, perhaps?
Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That's really cruel of you! Whoa!
Just as I thought. We'll have to break her cyclops to get the truth out of her. Joy. Bum 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 bum. There's experience working with kids. Yeah. It's just like now we're dealing with issues of she tried to channel a spirit and failed, and trying to figure out how to explain to her this whole thing. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe out around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Impossible. Why is she shaking?
Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern?
Looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Oh boy. Told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. Turned from mentally scarred from me. My time is over. Well, hey, you went too far, buddy. Too far. You know what you did wrong, so I don't have to tell you.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Kuran tradition.
We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. I've been there. Oh, boy.
Oh, yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how this Master of Kuran disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Feys suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Kuran tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them."
Why? Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There's only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Kuran, and her daughters the main family. Any other mediums become family members, with no hope of controlling the clan.
Is frickin' Morgan Fay involved? I would bet. Now calling... It's too far. Yes. Yes. Too far. Too far. Got it? But yes, I'm still going to remove that. But yes. Too far. Too far.
That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
So it's frickin' Morgan Fay's involved. I bet she's involved somehow. How? I believe it. She frickin' tried to get rid of Maya before. She probably did it from prison. even in the context of Pokemon. Yeah. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? To them, probably. Current channeling technique.
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mass-to-mass case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The current technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
Suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
Yeah, that trial. Mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
What was it? The canine incident? That incident, is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the...
Oh, DL6 incident.
It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident. I knew it. It's always connected. DL6 incident. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case?
Yep. Murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history that the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer, and the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Fey, Maya's mother. Through Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty. Wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case that the world had ever seen the Kuren tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Kuren village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Fey's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. Since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The current tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya? Family feud.
The spiritual power of the current channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flow strongly through us.
According to Maya, only women in the family can inherit that power.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. It's always the cause of tragedy.
How did you know? You know, Maya had a sister, too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life. As a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all that rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Fey had an elder sister, too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her.
Mystic Misty sisters, Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Yep, and that's why... how freaking ridiculous Morgan Fey was trying to pin the blame on her niece. Was how much she hated her sister. Goodness. Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Kuram Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. Yep.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
Oh. I knew she was part of the Fey family. I didn't know she was Morgan's daughter. What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Fey's daughter? They don't look alike. Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew she was part of the Fey family because when I was looking up something for, like, her image for a thumbnail, I knew she was part of the Fey family. I didn't know who her parents were. Morgan and Iris. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Fey's daughter? So that means Pearl is her younger sister? Why has Pearl never mentioned this? Has she just run away from home? Is this a thing going on?
Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearl Fey. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest, that child, she's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea.
Do you not keep up with the other family members? You didn't even know who the main branch, the new heir of the frickin' technique that you teach. Goodness.
Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes, ever since she was found to be co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
3? Who's the third one? Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
What? Twin sister? Ta-da! There you go. Obviously, I didn't know Morgan was their mother, but can you take a guess who her twin is? Her twin sister? Can you guess who it is? Everybody? Can you guess who the twin is? Yeah, it's so dang obvious, isn't it? Yeah, I wonder who the twin is.
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan's leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
Yeah, they have the same model. Yes, Dahlia Hawthorne is Iris' sister. So she did have powers. Yep.
It wasn't many years later that Kuran's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master.
Are you saying... Wait. Are you saying that Pearl has 2 half-sisters? And 2, that Morgan's husband took one of the twins with her? With him? What the frick? Did she remarry? I guess it does.
He left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
He took both of them. So he took both the twins. Okay, so he took both of them, then how... So that's how she became a Hawthorne, is because he remarried. and became a jeweler. Wow. Wow, the drama in the Fey family never ends. Goodness. How awful.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us at the temple.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, let's slow our roll.
Okay. So, Morgan and her previous, or at least her ex-husband, had twins. He divorced her, went back, became a jeweler, remarried. And that is how we get Dahlia Hawthorne. And then Iris, the other twin, was given up to the temple to be taken care of. Why?
That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Would it be, does it start with the letter D? Does she have bright red hair? May she be someone who goes by the name Dahlia? Well, that's a clue, I guess. Jeweler. Thank you very much. You helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had two older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confined her.
So Iris had a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Wow. Pearls didn't do anything. So are we going to be logically saying that frickin' Dahlia Hawthorne from prison shot out her spirit to commit murder? Is this what this is gonna be leading to? That she shot out her spirit from her body like a cannon to kill Mystic Misty? I feel that this is what it's gonna lead up to. I'm not sure, but I feel like that. What do you mean Dahlia died? They never said she died. Maybe we'll learn about it later, but I never knew she died. The game's never said that yet. Or I thought. Well, they say she's in prison. I don't know if she died. All we know is that she's in prison because she was imprisoned for, killing her one past boyfriend at the college when she was dating and tried to pin it on Phoenix. So she should still be imprisoned. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on there. Alright. Thought she was on death row, or did I misunderstand? I don't know. They never specifically said death row. It's not impossible. But it's definitely something. Maybe? I guess we'll find out the next time I play it. We'll find out. Because then we're going to be heading into the last half of the investigation and into the final trial. So, thank you for watching, even though with the craziness that was my internet at the beginning. So, thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. And I will see you Tuesday, because I'm having a day off, so I'll see you guys later. Bye!